suppliers and go and tell them, look, I want these. Or go and pick items from there by yourself, and then you start picking items one by one. So what do? You have got your supplier details. So the next thing that you need to do is basically to create a purchase order. So what is this purchase order? A purchase order is basically a list of items that you want. Your stock has gone down, and therefore you need to restock. In that essence, you need to either go to your supplier physically or do what here, or order for the goods, and then they'll be delivered at the comfort of your office. Great. So from my explanation, I have already said that a purchase order is related to a supplier. And therefore, to create a purchase order, ladies and gentlemen, we will go to the supplier center. I hope you remember where the supplier center is. In other words, you will find it written vendor center. So don't worry. If you find out a vendor or you find out a supplier, it is one and the same thing. So great. I will go to vendor center or suppliers here. At the supplier center, I already told you a list of things that you can do. For now, I want to create a purchase order. So what will I do? I will click on create purchase orders. Then great, let it load. Let me give it some time to load. All right, so here I have the window from where I can be able to create a purchase order. Look at this. From the very top left is what? Find. What does this mean? This means that you had already created a purchase order, and therefore you want to find your purchase order that you created. So you can simply search for it, or you go to the next purchase order. New, that is if you want to create a new purchase order. Save, you want to save your purchase order that you just created. Delete, create a company, sorry, not a company, but a copy of your purchase order so that you can retain. Memorize, so that each and every time that you want to create a purchase order, you need not to start doing everything. Print, email, print later, email later, attach a file, create item receipts, or select items receipt. Great. The first thing that I will do here is to choose my supplier. So who is my supplier that I want to create the purchase order? But great, wait. Before we proceed here, I will just take a minute and shift to our company profile that we've been using. So we've been using RCM Online College. So I will just get back to RCM Online College. So that is our company profile. Give it some time to load. Give it some time to load. Great. I'm there. So here is where you know the current active company. It is RCM Online College. So once again, I'll click on suppliers. I will go to create purchase orders. Then from here now, I will choose on the supplier. So who is my supplier? From where I want to create the purchase or from where I want to order some goods. For now, this is what I told you. If you have got a list of your suppliers predetermined or predefined in your system, you need not to go creating them. For now, I only have one supplier job. In case I want to order from another supplier who is not here, I will simply add a new. For now, let me use job. So I will click on job. Great. If you click on job, this is what comes in. Job is a supplier of Coca-Cola Company. The purchase order number, this is the first purchase order that I'm creating. So normally, QuickBooks will automatically generate your purchase order numbers. Right now, I'm creating my first purchase order. If I come back and create another purchase order, that will automatically be labeled as purchase order number 2. So don't worry about that. Ship to RCM Online College. Just in case I don't want this thing to be shipped to RCM Online College, what will I do? Look at this. Drop, ship to, or here, ship to. At this drop down here, right? Use this one at this drop down here. At times, you have got a customer who have made a special order, and therefore, instead of this product coming to your business premise from the supplier, you decide no, let it go to the customer direct. So great, your supplier will deliver this to your customer's premise direct. So you select, or rather you choose, where is the destination where you want this to be delivered. Our customer here is Jane Jerry. So great. Probably, I want this to be delivered to Jane Jerry. So I will click on Jane Jerry. So if you look at this, the ship to details have changed. And the ship to details are now going to Jane M. Jerry, who works for ABC Limited. If I want them to be back to my place, great. You will just come back there. Then you will be able to select from where do you want them to go. All right. So great. I will leave it as it is. What is the next thing that I'm supposed to do? What I am creating is a purchase order. In my purchase order that I'm creating, I need to have a list of items. I just showed you how to enter product details. So those are the stock part that you choose. Those are what you will be having here for resale. So great. Let me come here. So I want to add some items that I want to restock. But remember, they are being delivered directly to Jane M. Jerry. So in item here, I will just come and click on this box here. Once again, this drop down is introduced. So I'll click on this drop down. From here, I can be able to access all the list of my items that I have. So great. I want to order some pens. The description will automatically be reflected here. Don't worry about mine. I know it's a poor description, but that is what I created for my demo data. All right, so I'm ordering a pen. The rate of each pen is 200 shillings. That is the purchase price of each pen. So the quantity, how many pens do I need? From here, I can be able to key in, like maybe I need 1,000 of them. But wait, before that, you have got this icon here. If you click on it, it leads you to your item or other your inventory center for the particular item. So it gives you details on the availability of your item. We have got quantity available, that is quantity on hand. Currently, we have 501 on hand, which is available. We have got none on sales order, and there's none that has been reserved for assembly. So that means our total quantity available is 501. So great. We want to order 100 more or 1,000 more. So I'll simply close this. So here we'll type 1,000. All right. So everything is automatically generated. Once I type 1,000 here, it is multiplied by the rate per pen, which is 200, and then the total amount here now then is 200,000, 200,000, 200,000. Once again, if I want to order another item, I will simply come here. Maybe it is not here, so I will say add new. Then this opens this dialog box here. First of all, I will choose the item type that I want to order. I want to order a stock part item. What is the item name? My item name, say probably, is what? Sugar. That is my item name. The sub-item of, if you have, you will key it in there. You have got the manufacturer's part number. Who is your manufacturer for this particular product? Description on purchase transactions. Say maybe brown sugar. Brown sugar, brown sugar. And maybe to be more specific, I may key in that this is Mumia's brown sugar, Mumia's brown sugar. Description on sales. Do you want the same description to be on sales, or upon sales, that is when you're creating your sales receipt, then you need a different description. You will key in that here. Great. Once again, I have the cost. So what is the cost of this sugar? Say, for instance, I buy them at 300 shillings each. Then, well, the sales price, I sell them at 500 shillings each. Cost of goods account, which account is affected upon sales or rather upon purchase of this particular item. Do I have a preferred supplier? Great. I can say Job, or if not Job, who is my preferred supplier, I will simply say add new. Then here, I will be able to key in my supplier name. Say maybe my supplier is Mumia's Sugar. That is my supplier. Company name, I will repeat the same, Mumia's Sugar. Then once again, I will copy to that address. Then I will click OK. So great. Mumia's Sugar is now my preferred supplier for this. Income account. Upon sales of this sugar, which account is affected? I will presume it's a sales account in this case, so I will select sales. Reorder point. Reorder point. What is the minimum stock level that I want to have in my organization or at my stock or at my store? Great. I will say that the minimum level of sugar that I should have is what? 50 bags. So here we'll say 50 bags. The maximum that I can order so that I avoid losses, I shouldn't overorder. So say maybe I should order up to a maximum of 1,000. Then on hand, what do I currently have at hand? Say maybe I have 200. I have 200 bags. So great. The total value will be automatically computed for you. Once again, I will click OK. Not in dictionary, Mumia's Sugar. No worries, it's just a matter of spelling. So just say ignore. Just say ignore all. Just say ignore all. Then great. I have this once again. So this time round, I don't want that to be delivered to Jane Jerry. So I will leave it blank. Quantity. What is the quantity that I'm ordering? You can see at my stock currently, I have 200. So I will close that. So great. I want to order probably 300 more. I'm ordering 300 more. Then look at this. I need to pay 90,000 shillings. Okay, so that is the bill that I need to pay. Once again, I will come down here. So I'm done keying in my purchase order details. So down here, what will I say? I will leave a supplier message. What is the supplier message that I need to leave? Probably, I will tell this supplier, please deliver as fast as possible. Please deliver as fast as possible. That is my supplier message. Memo. Say maybe, nice doing business with you. Nice doing business with you. Nice doing business with you. So that is my memo to my customer. Once again, what will I do? If I need to create another purchase order, I will click on Save and New. But if I'm done, I will click on Save and Close. For now, I will say Save and Close. So great. The same thing happens again. Once again, I will ignore all. Then, well, my purchase order is now created. 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 So once again here, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. All right. So now remember, what I've done is that I have only created a purchase order. In this scenario here, then, this particular product or my purchase order has then been delivered. So I need to receive those items. After creating a purchase order, the next step, once the goods have been delivered, once the supplier have delivered the goods, the next thing to do is to receive the items. What will I do? I will go back again to the supplier center. This time round, I will receive items and enter bills. Great. If I click on receive items and enter bills, I have the supplier. Remember here, you can receive the items on credit, or you can receive the items and enter the bill at the same time. This time round, who are my suppliers? These are my suppliers. So let me click on job. Maybe job has delivered some goods. Great. When I choose on job, QuickBooks knows that there is already an existing purchase order that has not been delivered. So great. QuickBooks tells me open purchase orders exist for this supplier. Do you want to receive against one or more of these orders? Once again, I will click yes, because those are the purchase orders that I want to receive. Then here is the description. So select purchase order to receive. There's only one purchase order that was created against this particular supplier. That was purchase order number 1. So what will I do? I will check on this box here. Then once again, I will click OK. Then boom, look at what happens. Everything has been delivered here. So everything has been automatically copied here. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to expand my this particular window so that you can see it clearly. Once I choose on that particular supplier, then everything that they owe me is automatically reflected here. These are the goods that I ordered from them. From job, I ordered pens and sugar. These are what are there. We have got the customer job. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens here in customer job, I already explained. You have ordered for these particular items. You want these items to be delivered to your customer's premises. That is where you change the bill destination to go to your customer premises. Then we have got this window here for billable. Do you want to bill your customer so that it is your customer who is going to pay for these particular items that are delivered? You will click on billable. Great. If not, you will leave that checkbox as it is. If suppose this has also been delivered to the same customer, I will once again click on Jane Jerry, who is my customer. Then I make sure that it is Jane Jerry who incurs that cost of that purchase order. So under billable here, I will make sure that I check on this box. Once again, I'm done receiving the purchase orders. So here, you see we have got pay bill. So if you want to pay bills for this, then you will simply click on that. For now, say probably I'm done receiving the orders. So I want to save and close because I'm not interested in recording any other order anyway. So I will save and close. Great, that is done. So the item has already been received. The item has already been received. What do I need to do now? What I need to do is to pay the bills now. What I need to do is now to pay the bills. What does this tell me? In order to write a check, you need to have a valid bank account. Would you like to create one now? Oh, I don't have a valid bank account. Great, so I can just create one very fast. Maybe HGJ. HGJ is my bank name. Description. Maybe sales bank. So it's only it only works with sales. Bank account number. I will have any bank account number. Do I have any opening balance? All right. So statement ending balance. Let me say probably I have 200,000 as my ending balance. Statement ending date. Statement ending date. Statement ending date. Maybe 31st of August. Great. So once again, I'll click OK. Sort code, if any. Account holder name. Account holder name happens where you're working for a company, but the account is not specifically for the company. So there's somebody else who holds that account. So I would say maybe JJ holds the company. Building society number. All right. Remind me to order checks when I print check number. So this one is where you have a checkbook. Then you don't want yourself to run out of checks. So you want the system to automatically remind you. When you get at maybe check number 500 out of 1,000, it should remind you to order checks. That will be done for you. All right, so I will save and close. I will save and close. All right, so it has now closed. So look at what is happening here. All these are bills that I need to pay. Remember, I received items, but I have not paid any bills. That is now what is happening here. So I now need to pay these bills. So what do I need to do? I need to select on the specific bills that I need to pay. I can see that on 25th of August, Job, who is my supplier, I owe them 10,200. Again, I owe Job another 290,000. You'll remember this is for sugar, whereas this other one is for what? Is for pens. Great. So once again, I will maybe choose on that particular item that I need to pay. I will choose on that particular item that I need to pay. Once I click on that item, the amount to pay is automatically set for me here. If I need to pay all of them, then what will I do? I will also click on that. Then great, everything is selected out for me. So I will choose on which products do I need to pay. Down here, you can see you have what? Payment method. How do you want to pay? Do you want to pay by cash, check, American Express, MasterCard, switch of the Maestro, the Visa, and any other platform or a standing order that you want to pay? So great, I want to pay via check. Remember, my account has money. I've just created a bank account. So I have got some money there. So great. Look at what is happening here. I have an ending balance. From this account here, you can also choose on which account to pay using. So my GHJ account that I just created, you will remember that I created my account with an opening balance of 200,000. What is my total bill? My total bill is 300,200. That means that I'm going to incur an overdraft of 100,200. Great. I have no problem with that. Let me just incur that. Once again, I will say pay selected bills. Once I click on pay selected bills, then payments have been successfully recorded to the following two bills. What do I need to do? Can I pay more bills or can I print the checks? So you choose on what to do here. Great. I don't want to do anything. Once again, I'll click on done. Then great. I now have no pending bills. I have paid them. But remember, my bank account just reduced. Great. Worry not about that. The next thing that I want to show you is how to create receipts. How to create receipts. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have got two things here. We have a receipt and we have an invoice. At what point do you have a receipt? Remember, a receipt is a proof of cash transaction, meaning ni kumalizana on the spot. An invoice works, or rather, an invoice is generated where you have a credit transaction. So great. I already taught you how to create invoices. What I will do right now is to teach you how to create what? Sales receipts. Who is concerned with sales receipts, or to whom is sales receipts attached to? Of course, a customer. Don't overthink. So what do? I will go to the customer center. So I will come here, click on customers. From here, I will go to do what? Enter sales receipts. Enter sales receipts. So I will click on enter sales receipts. All right. So from here, this window here pops up. So it means that I'm selling to somebody. Great. Who am I sending to? I will choose here the customer job. So to which customer am I sending to? Great. I have one customer, Jane Jerry. Assume I'm not selling to Jane Jerry. I will simply click on add new. But for now, let me work with Jane Jerry. The customer or job you selected has outstanding billable time and or costs. Do you want to select the outstanding billable time and cost to add to this invoice? Exclude outstanding billable time and cost at this time. You may add this later. Great. So this person owes me. Well, I want to add that in my invoice. Suppose you don't want to do that. You will simply check on this box here. For now, I will include it. So I will check OK. All right, then let me see. It's 3 items. Great, just look at these. They owe me for all these ones, 500,000, 150,000 for pens and sugar. Remember, great, this is nice. When I ordered for Mumia's sugar, I chose on the delivery address to be specifically Jane Jerry. What did I do? I chose it as billable to Jane Jerry. What does that mean? They owe us something. Great. Once again, I will select on the specific items that I want this particular person to bill. So if I choose on this, make sure that you check on this box here where you have this tick. Make sure that you check on this box. So, well, I want that. I need this, and I also need this. What is the total? 650,500. So all these, I want this person to pay. Once again, I will click OK. Then great, that is reflected here. Suppose I need to add new ones. I will just once again come here, click on this drop down here, then I will choose on which item do I need to add. Maybe this particular customer has come again to purchase more pens. So I'll click on pens. Once again, here you have got quantity, and you can choose on the quantity, probably 30. Everything is automatically generated. And you can see that the rate per pen goes at 500 shillings. So that is what is in there. From here now, they now owe a total of 665,500 shillings that they need to pay. These goods were sold to ABC Limited through Jane Jerry. So what do I need to do? I need to leave a customer message. It is very nice to leave a customer message. It is very nice to always leave a customer message. It is very nice to always leave a customer message. If I click on this drop down, right now I will say, thank you for your business. But in case you have your own customized, you will just type a memo. I can leave a memo. I can leave a memo. Come back again. Come back again. Remember, this is a customer. Come back again. Great. So once again, if you look from the top tabs here, you can be able to print this receipt. You can be able to email this receipt directly. And once again, you can memorize or create a copy of this receipt. As well, you can attach file. So if you click on attach file, you can be able to attach files probably of the day in which these transactions were done. So great, you can drop files from here, either from your storage or from any other center where you have the transaction of evidence. They bought these items on credit, so you need them to pay. What do? You attach an evidence. For now, I don't have any, so I will leave it blank. Great. What will I do now? I'm done, so I will say save and close. Save and close. Then great. Everything is done. That is how you create sales receipts. That is how you create sales receipt. That is how you create sales receipt. That is how you create sales receipt. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you another concept of how you can enter fixed assets into your company profile. How you can enter fixed assets into your company profile. Remember, fixed assets last for more than 1 year. You have got particular assets that you use in your organization, and they are lasting beyond 1 year. Those are what we call fixed assets. Once again, I will show you how to record fixed assets. So what will I do? I will come to lists. I will come to lists. Then what? From lists, I go to fixed asset item list. Fixed asset item list. Once again, I'll click on that. Then great. This window pops up here. So I want to add a new fixed asset. What do I need to do? I will simply right-click on my mouse. Then I say new. Asset name or number. So what is the name of my asset? Maybe I will call them laptops. 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 Asset account. What is the account for my laptops? I will say it is computer equipment. That is the account, computer equipment. Then here I can choose purchase description. Am I buying a new item or I'm buying a used item? If it is used, I will simply check on that. All right. But for now, let me buy a new item. So I will choose on new. Purchase description. So what is this? This is maybe Lenovo Core i3, Lenovo, no, Core i3 is too old. Let me say Lenovo Core i5 laptop, Lenovo Core i5 laptop. The date, when am I buying this laptop? Today is 15th. Cost, what is the cost of this laptop? This laptop has just costed me 90,000. 90,000. Supplier or the payee. So who is my supplier? My supplier is Laptop Center. That is my supplier. Laptop Center. Laptop Center. Laptop Center. What do I have here? Sales description. Sales description will work if you are selling the item. Once you mark item is sold, then what will you have? You will have the sales description here. For now, my item is not sold. I have it in stock. So I will simply uncheck that box. So this will not be active because the item is not sold. Asset description. What is this? What is this? Now I will give more description. So I will say black Lenovo touchpad, black Lenovo touchpad, Core i5. Great. If you have more descriptions, you will keep in there. Location. Where is this item? It could be in your organization. If it is in your organization, is it at the reception? Is it in shell number 5? Is it at 3rd floor? Or where is it? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you've bought a car. This car belongs to the company, but it is not in the company's premises. Maybe this car has been given to the director, and therefore, it is the director using this car. So what do? The location is not within the business premises. So where is it? It is at the director's home. Director's home. So that is where it is. The PO number, this is basically the purchase order number. So what is the purchase order number? Say maybe 007. That is the purchase order number. The serial number. Ladies and gentlemen, every fixed asset must have a serial number. So let's key in any serial number here. Warranty expires. All fixed assets have got warranties. So choose, when is the date that your warranty is expiring? Maybe 31st. So great. I've just recorded my fixed asset. Once again, I will click OK. Just ignore all the spellings. Ignore all the spellings. Oh, I will ignore all. Great. So my fixed asset is created. If you look at this now, I have got 2 fixed assets. I have furniture and I have laptops. So these are my fixed assets. I had already created furniture later on. Sometimes back. That is why you are seeing it there. If you want to create one more fixed asset, you will simply right-click your mouse, go to new. This time round, I am purchasing a motor vehicle. What is the asset account? Asset account for motor vehicle. It is motor vehicles. Purchase description. This is a black Range Rover. Of course, you don't want to buy a Pro Box here. This is a black Range Rover. This is a black Range Rover. This is a black Range Rover. To buy a Pro Box, to buy a Vitz, great. All up to you. We don't buy Vitz here. All right. The date. What is the date of purchase? Today. What is the cost of this? Oh, my machine costed me 50 million. My machine costed me 50 million. So I will say 50 million. That's the cost of my machine. Supplier or payee? Where did I buy this? I bought this from where? From Germany. I brought this from Germany. Asset description. It's a 4-wheel. It's a 4-wheel German black Range Rover. Great. Location. This is where? This is at the business premises. premises. This is at the business premises. Purchase order number. All right, this was purchase order 009. The serial number of my car, that's the serial number for my car. Warranty expires, warranty expires. I will choose on a date when the warranty of the car expires. Once I'm done, once again, I will click OK. Then great, I now have everything. So these are my fixed assets. If you want to view them, you simply come to the fixed asset item list. Then you can be able to view everything. Great, you are just done. Once again, I will take you to another concept. This time round, ladies and gentlemen, I want to help you view reports. This time round, I want to help you view reports. I want to help you view reports. I want to help you view reports. How will you view reports? How will you view reports? Once again, if you look at these, if you look at these tabs here, this is direct, this is direct, this is direct. Here is reports, here is reports. So I will click on reports. Great. This is interesting. All these are reports that I can view. Wow. I can go to Report Center. I can view memorized reports. I can view scheduled reports. I have commented reports. Company snapshot. Process multiple reports. All right. Company and financial. Customers and receivables. Sales reports. Jobs, time, and mileage. Suppliers and payables. Wow. Somebody is wondering, what are these? Don't worry. It's so easy. No harm in clicking these things. Just click them. Great. Once again, I will come, and this time round, I will take you to the company snapshot. I will take you to the company snapshot. Just give it time. Just give it time to load. Just give it time to load. Great. There's a reason I took you to the company snapshot. So the company snapshot will give you a quick overview data. And mostly, the company snapshot uses what we call the battery charts. Look at the first one. We have income and expense trend, previous year income comparison, customers who owe money, account balances, top customers by sales, previous year expense comparison. Great. So now, I don't have any income and expense trend for now because I haven't recorded any. Previous year income comparison. This year, I have an income of about, it is 665,500. For the prior year, I don't have any income. Who will know why? This is because I just started my company profile today, and therefore, I do not have any prior accounting year. If I had, that will give me a comparison. Great. Account balances. I have no balance in my accounts payable. Advanced customer payments. Tax accounts, I have none. But look at this. This is so worrying. My bank account, you remember I created a GHJ bank account. It has an overdraft of 100,200. Great, don't worry, I will pay that. I have money. Top customers by sales. I have none. Previous year expense comparison. This time round, I have an expense of 90,000. I have already incurred expenses of 90,000. For the prior year, I don't have any. So great. That is an overall. We call it what? Snapshot. We call it what? A snapshot. We call it what? A snapshot. Great. So then, after viewing the snapshot, let me take you back to reports. Now, I will move down. Company and financials. Great. From company and financials, I can be able to access my profit or loss. My profit or loss, I can access it in different forms. I can access a standard one. I can access a detailed one, or I can just access a brief one. Great. Income by customer summary. Income by customer. By the way, it is from here that I can be able to access my balance sheet. Don't worry, when you see this tell you UK standard balance sheet, the product is theirs. So let them call it as they want it. So great. I will just say, which one do I need here? Let me say I need balance sheet summary. Once again, I will click on that. If I click on it, then great. You can be able to see my balance sheet. I have fixed assets worth 10,000. Current assets, I have got other current assets, 450, 200. So that brings my total current assets to 450, 200. My current liabilities, I have got accounts payable of 300, 200. Remember, there are some bills which I have not paid. All right, no worries. My net current assets comes to 150,000. So in general, I have got 160,000. So great. That is my balance sheet, but it is by accruals. What if I need it by cash? I will simply click on that, but no difference anyway. It's all one and the same. So look at this. Look at this here. This is your report. It is having this header here. Remember when you were creating this company profile, you were told that this report here, the company name that you created will be used in creation of your reports. So once again, you can see the title here. I have what here? I have this report is as of 15th August 2023. You can memorize this. You can remember there is a space where you are able to view memorized reports. So you can memorize this. You can comment on this report. As well, you can customize your report. And it is from here where you can customize your header and footer. Look at this. It says RCM Online College. Great, that's okay with me. That is the header that I need. But when it comes here, it tells me UK balance sheet summary. No, why UK? This should be a balance sheet summary. So I will do away with the UK. Then I have balance sheet summary. As of that date, prepared on this date, it is one page. All right, that's okay. So I will just do what? I will just click OK. I will just click OK. I will just click OK. All right, sorry. I will click OK. Then great. Now it has changed. RCM Online College balance sheet. So you can do your customizations here. If you need the fonts and numbers to increase, you want any column labels, anything that you want to do, you will now have them here. Show negative numbers. Do you want to show negative numbers as minus? Do you want to show them in brackets like that so that it be like this? Or you want to show them with a trailing minus, that is at the end of it? Or you want to show them in bright red. So if you show them in red, it means that it is a division. Not a division, sorry, but a negative. Probably I want them to be in brackets. Great. Show all numbers. Do you want to divide them by 1,000? Sometimes you viewed reports which are in thousands. That is what we mean here. Divide by 1,000. Great. So that's okay with me. I will click OK. I will click OK. So look at this now. This is now 10, meaning it is 10,000. This is 450, meaning it's 450,000. Great. Once again, I can email this report. I can send this report via email. I can print it, or I can download it in form of Excel. So I will just once again click on Create New Worksheet. If I click on Create New Worksheet, then that will do what? That will form for me a new Excel spreadsheet. It is still loading behind. Don't worry. It is still loading. It is still loading. It is still loading. If I need to hide the header, to collapse the rows, or anything that I want to do. Great, it's here. So create new worksheet in new workbook or in an existing workbook. Update an existing worksheet. That is probably you had downloaded this statement, but now you want to change it. So you do what? You update. So this will be in a new worksheet. So I will just export. I will just export. Give it some time. Give it some time. Give it some time. Give it some time. So as it loads, oh, I cannot continue doing anything. Great, look at this. It has already been downloaded in form of Excel. So boom, here, I have my what? I have my Excel spreadsheet here, downloaded from my online system. So from here, then now, ladies and gentlemen, you can now make a comparison with what you have and what you have from your online system. And that is now where you perform reconciliation. It is from here, ladies and gentlemen, that you now bring in the aspect of macros. Now that will help you in recording your transaction. Remember, these statements will always be the same. These statements will always be the same. So once you download them, you just run your macros that you had previously recorded. Great. That's a topic for another day. If you want to learn macros, you will register for a Microsoft Excel training. So for now, there are many reports here, ladies and gentlemen, that you can see. You can view at suppliers and payables reports. From here, you can be able to access the aging suppliers. You know, these are suppliers that maybe you owe them or they owe you, but they haven't been paid. Supplier balance summary, unpaid bills, you can also see it here. So if you click on that, you can see that you have got no unpaid bills. You have no unpaid bills. If you go to customers, where is customers? We have got customers and receivables. So here we have got the aging debtors, okay? Customer balance summary, you have none, it is 0. Great. So that is how you view reports. All reports are available here at the report center. You can also view the transaction history. So great. That is what you need to know. Now you know reporting in QuickBooks. Congratulations. You need now to apply this in your real work environment. Once again, I will say, have a good evening, and that will mark the end of our today's class. See you next time.